Hello everyone, welcome to the video course English File Pre-Intermediate 4th edition. Lesson number 41, Unit 12, Part B. It's called Think Before You Speak. In this series of videos, I'm helping you go through this wonderful textbook. There are 5 parts in today's lesson. The first part is listening, where you can hear how people are gossiping. If you wonder what it means, stay with me and you will understand it soon. You know, the audio is quite funny, but very stereotypical of old ladies. Part 2, Grammar and Vocabulary. You're going to work with the reported speech and 2 confusing verbs, say and tell. Reported speech is when we tell someone what another person said. It's a very useful skill in retelling. Part 3 is speaking, and unfortunately, we are going to skip it because it's impossible to adapt for a video lesson. But don't worry, it is just a small part, it won't make any difference actually, if we skip it. Number 4, pronunciation, double consonants. Well, it sounds pretty serious, doesn't it? But actually, there will be just some words which you're going to practice saying, and that's all. All 5 sounds presented there are not new for you. Finally, reading and speaking, number 5. There is a story to read and discuss, and there is a nice list of questions to answer about gossiping. But before we start, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who is supporting my channel. And remember, these lessons are available only because of you. So if you want to see more episodes, please join my Boosty or use donation alerts. You can find all the links in the description. Check my Telegram channel, VK public group, and subscribe. It's very important. By now, let's get started. Number 1. Listening. Part A. Look at the photo of 2 women, Rosemary and Iris. What do you think they're talking about? You'll never guess what's happened. No, that can't be true. There are 2 ladies talking about something. Actually, you can never guess, so let's skip this part and move on to part B. Listen to the conversation between the 2 women. Who are Jack and Emma? What has happened to them? Look, the audio isn't easy, I would say, and it isn't difficult either. I don't know how to explain. Anyway, the first try is about to get the main idea of what they're saying. Who are Jack and Emma? What has happened to them, according to one of the women? Listen to the audio and answer these questions.
12.3.
Hello, Rosemary. How are you this morning?
Hello, Iris. I'm fine, thanks. But you'll never guess what's happened. Jack and Emma have broken up.
No! Jack and Emma? From number 36? Oh, that can't be true. I saw them last week and they looked really happy.
No, it's definitely true. I heard them shouting. They were having a terrible argument.
No. When?
Last night, after he came home from work.
Oh, what did they say?
Well, I wasn't really listening.
Of course not.
But I couldn't help hearing. She was talking so loudly. And of course, the walls are very thin.
So, what did they say?
Well, she said that she was going to stay with her mum. She told him that she wouldn't come back.
Oh, how awful. What about the children?
She said she'd taken them to her sister's. I suppose she'll take them with her in the end. And anyway, then 5 minutes later, I saw her leaving the house with a suitcase.
No. Why do you think she's leaving him? Is he seeing another woman?
I don't know. Oh, here's my bus.
Oh, I must go and tell Mrs. Jones at number 14. She's always thought there was something strange about him. I'll see you later.
Bye, love.
Actually, Jack and Emma are Rosemary's neighbors. They have broken up In other words, their relationship ended, and ended badly. That is the main point here. I hope you got it. Let's move on. Before the second task, I'd like you to revise some vocabulary. Number 1, to shout. To shout means just to speak very loudly, like it's to shout. Number 2, can't help doing something. In the audio, it is I couldn't help hearing. It is like not to not be able to control or stop something. For example, you've heard a really funny joke and you say, "Oh, I can't help laughing." It means you can't stop it or you can't control your laugh. You just do it and that's it. I can't help doing it. Check the meaning of this phrase in your native language if you don't get it from my explanations. Sometimes it's only one way to learn. Okay, number 3. Thin walls. Walls that let you hear what your neighbors are saying. You can hear them through thin walls. And number 4. I suppose or to suppose, it is like to think that something is likely to be true. It's like, oh, she's wearing uniform, she's in a police car, and she's arresting people. I suppose she's a police officer, yeah? But look, I suppose it doesn't mean something is obvious to you, yeah? Still, maybe you have some doubts, but not too much. Okay, learn these phrases and let's move on. Part C. Listen again and answer the questions. Number 1. Rosemary thinks she heard them arguing, having a party, having a conversation. Number 2. According to Rosemary, Emma said she was seeing another man, looking for a new job, going to stay with her mother. And number 3. Emma said she had left the dog with a neighbor, left the children with her sister, left the children with her mother. Number 4. Iris is going to tell her husband, tell her family, or tell another neighbor. Now listen to the audio again and do this task.
12.3.
Hello, Rosemary. How are you this morning?
Hello, Iris. I'm fine, thanks. But you'll never guess what's happened. Jack and Emma have broken up.
No! Jack and Emma? From number 36? Oh, that can't be true. I saw them last week and they looked really happy.
No, it's definitely true. I heard them shouting. They were having a terrible argument.
No. When?
Last night, after he came home from work.
Oh, what did they say?
Well, I wasn't really listening.
Of course not.
But I couldn't help hearing. She was talking so loudly. And of course, the walls are very thin.
So, what did they say?
Well, she said that she was going to stay with her mum. She told him that she wouldn't come back.
Oh, how awful. What about the children?
She said she'd taken them to her sister's. I suppose she'll take them with her in the end. And anyway, then 5 minutes later, I saw her leaving the house with a suitcase.
No. Why do you think she's leaving him? Is he seeing another woman?
I don't know. Oh, here's my bus.
Oh, I must go and tell Mrs. Jones at number 14. She's always thought there was something strange about him. I'll see you later.
Bye, love.
Let's look at the answers. Rosemary thinks she heard them, of course, arguing because they were kind of shouting at each other. She thought like that. Number 2. According to Rosemary, Emma said she was going to stay with her mother. So she was leaving that man. And number 3. Emma said she had left the children with her sister. she had heard it. And number 4, Iris is going to tell another neighbor, so she mentioned number 14. It was the number of the flat. So Iris is going to share this story with another neighbor and not with her husband or her family and so on. I hope you got it. Part D. Now listen to what Jack and Emma really said last night. Was Rosemary right about everything?
12.4.
Hi, Emma. I'm back. Where are you?
I'm upstairs in the bedroom. I'm packing.
Why? Where are you going?
I'm going to stay with my mum.
Your mum? Why?
She's had an accident. She fell over in the street yesterday and she's broken her leg.
Oh, how awful. Poor thing. Shall I go and make you a cup of tea?
That'd be lovely. Thanks, darling.
How long do you think you'll have to stay?
I won't come back until the weekend, I don't think.
Sorry? Until when?
Until the weekend. I'll have to make sure she's okay. I've taken the children to my sister's for the night and she'll take them to school tomorrow morning. Can you pick them up after school?
Of course I can, darling. Now, don't worry about anything. We'll be absolutely fine. Drink your tea, and I'll go and get your suitcase.
Thanks, darling. The taxi will be here in 5 minutes.
Was Rosemary right about everything? No, she wasn't. She either misunderstood a lot of what she heard or only heard, some kind of part of the conversation. In fact, Emma isn't leaving Jack. She's going to look after her mother, who has had an accident. And something bad happened to her mother. And she's going to look after her. Yeah, something like that. Think before you judge someone. That's why gossips are annoying. А теперь переведем данную историю, проведенную в аудиозаписях. У нас в первой аудиозаписи были 2 говорящих, Арис и Розмари. 2 у нас Old Lady. Привет, Розмари. Как у тебя дела этим утром? Привет, Арис. Я в порядке, спасибо. Но ты никогда не догадаешься, что случилось. Джек и Эмма have broken up, имеется в виду расстались. Да ну, Джек и Эмма, это получается из квартиры 36, это не может быть правдой. Я видела их на прошлой неделе, и они выглядели, довольно счастливыми. Нет, это вот точно правда. Я слышала, как они кричали. The shouting, я слышал, как они кричали. They were having a terrible argument, имеется в виду, они ужасно спорили или очень сильно спорили. Да ну, когда? Прошлым вечером, после того, как он пришел домой с работы, или вернулся домой с работы. И что они говорили? Я не совсем прям слушала. Of course not, конечно же нет. Но я, couldn't help hearing, я не могла не услышать. То есть имеется в виду, что было так громко, что хочешь не хочешь, а все было слышно. То есть я не могла не услышать. Она говорила так громко, и, конечно, стены очень тонкие. То есть thin walls, это было у нас в разделе vocabulary, стены тонкие. Так, и о чем они говорили? Что они говорили? Ну, она сказала, что она собирается, жить или оставаться с ее мамой. Она сказала ему, что она не вернется. О, как ужасно. А что насчет детей? Она сказала, что она возьмет детей к ее сестре. Я предполагаю, она, получается, will take them with her in the end. То есть я предполагаю, она все-таки возьмет их с собой в конце концов. И в любом случае, затем 5 минут спустя я увидела, как она покидала дом с чемоданом. Нет. Why do you think she's leaving him? То есть, почему, на твое мнение, или почему, как ты думаешь, она от него уходит? Может быть, он видится с другой женщиной? Я не знаю. О, вот мой автобус. Так, я должна пойти и рассказать миссис Джонс в 14-й квартире. То есть это их соседка, вот как раз это к тесту относится. Она всегда думала, что там было что-то странное. Ну, насчет них, или имеется в виду среди них. Вот этих людей, их соседей. Так, это у нас первая аудиозапись. Вторая аудиозапись. Здесь уже говорят Джек и Эмма. «Привет, Эмма. Я вернулся. Где ты?» «Я наверху, получается, в спальне. I'm packing, то есть я собираю чемоданы». «А почему? А куда ты уезжаешь?» «Я собираюсь, я собираюсь остаться или пожить со своей мамой». «Своей мамой? А почему?» То есть she's had an accident, то есть у нее была авария или какой-то несчастный случай с ней произошел. Она упала на улице вчера. Это несчастный случай, да, accident может переводиться как авария, как и несчастный случай. She fell over, то есть она упала на улице вчера, и she's broken her leg, то есть она сломала ногу. Здесь у нас, как ужасно, poor thing, то есть бедненькая. Может, мне пойти и приготовить тебе чашечку чая? Это будет замечательно. Спасибо, дорогой. Как долго, ты думаешь, ты там будешь? Или ты там будешь оставаться? Я не приеду назад до выходных. Не думаю. Извини, until when? То есть до какого? До выходных. I'll have to make sure, то есть мне нужно убедиться, что с ней все в порядке. Получается, я забрала детей к моей сестре for the night, на ночевку, и она, получается, завтра отвезет их в школу с утра. А ты можешь забрать их после школы? Конечно, я могу, дорогая. Сейчас не волнуйся ни о чем. We'll be absolutely fine, то есть мы будем абсолютно в порядке. Попей свой чай, и я, получается, пойду и приготовлю твой чемодан. Даже не приготовлю, имеется в виду притащу чемодан в машину, здесь по контексту. Get у нас очень многозначный. Спасибо, дорогой. Такси будет здесь через 5 минут. Такая вот история. Что ж, идем дальше. Speaking of gossips, yeah? Part E. Do you and your friends ever gossip? What about? Gossip, is a conversation or reports about other people's private lives that might be kind of unkind, disapproving, or not true at all. We use this word not only, but most of the time in a negative way. It's better to look at some examples. I like this method. Look, your friends can say something like, "Oh, have you heard that has broken up with someone? Or her boyfriend left her? Or, his father got drunk again? Or somebody posted her private photos? Or I've heard that his salary is actually low," and so on. These are examples of gossips. And let's now answer this question. Speaking of me, I don't like gossiping, but sometimes you can't help gossiping. I think it's bad and it's unpleasant, but when you hear some interesting gossips, you can't say just, "Oh, I don't want to know it," or "Let's not talk about that." No, you want to know more immediately. And I think you have the same feeling about that. Yeah, don't you? I'll be honest, my friends gossip sometimes. And speaking of me, I don't usually start this thing, but I can ask a lot of questions to get more information out of my friends. And I also can say that my best friend likes gossiping about YouTubers. We used to watch a lot of different YouTubers, but now I don't know what is happening. They are losing subscribers, they are doing quite badly. they are making mistakes and so on. And a friend of mine likes reporting to me all their misses, so to speak, all their mistakes, everything bad that has happened to them. And I know it can sound stereotypical, but I sometimes meet with my former group mates, people that I used to study with at university, and girls like gossiping about what's going on in the other group mates' lives. Relationship, job, whatever. Like, oh, they got married, they got divorced, and so on. Now, what about you? Can you answer these questions? Part number 2, grammar and vocabulary. Reported speech, say or tell. Part A, compare what Emma said, direct speech, with what Rosemary says that she said, reported speech. Underline the words which are different in the highlighted reported speech. Emma, I'm going to stay with my mom. Rosemary, she said that she was going to stay with her mom. Let's do this one together. You see, Emma was using the present tense and Rosemary reported using the past tense here. Emma, I won't come back. Rosemary, she told him that she wouldn't come back. Emma, I've taken the children to my sister's. Rosemary, she said that she had taken the children to her sister's. Now look, try to underline the word, not to underline, to spot it with your eyes, the words which are different in the highlighted reported speech. I'm going to stay with my mom, present tense. She said that she was going to stay with her mom, past continuous tense. Yeah, present continuous, past continuous. Emma, I won't come back. She told him that she wouldn't come back. Here we change will to would. And Emma, I have taken the children to my sister's. She said that she'd taken the children to her sister's. So here we change the present perfect to the past perfect. Again, the present we change to the past. If you are now like, what? Why do you need this information? So welcome to the grammar examples. Listen to them carefully.
12.5.
I love you.
He said that he loved me. I've just arrived.
She said that she had just arrived. We'll come at 8.
He told me that they would come at 8.
I don't want to go to the party.
Jack told Anna that he didn't want to go to the party.
So, we use reported speech to tell somebody what another person said. We often introduce reported speech with said or told plus person. After said or told, that is optional. For example, he said he loved me, or you can say he said that he loved me. So you can omit that if you don't like this word, I don't know. Next, pronouns often change in reported speech. For example, I changes to he or she. I'm tired. She told me that she was tired. Verb tenses change like this. Left column, direct speech, and the right column, reported speech. I can help you, present simple. He said that he could help me, past simple. I'm driving, present continuous. He said that she was driving, past continuous. I'll call you, will. He told me that he would call me, would. I met a girl at a party, past simple. John told me that he had met a girl at a party, past perfect. I have broken my arm, present perfect. Sarah said that she had broken her arm, past perfect. You see how it works? It needs some practice just to get this. And let's have a look at this. Say or tell. We use say or tell in reported speech. They mean the same thing, but they are used differently. We use say without an object or pronoun. He said that he loved me. And not like he said me that he loved me, it's a mistake. We usually say something. We use tell with an object or pronoun. He told me that he loved me. So you can't say he told that he loved me. In this situation, you say he said that he loved me. Oh, I hope you don't find it really confusing. Now, have a look at these rules without my explanations, just read them. Try to get at least the main idea. Now let's do the exercises. Exercise A. Write the sentences in reported speech. I love you. The present simple. He told her that he loved her. The past simple. I'm hungry. The present simple. Anna said that she was hungry. The past simple. Again. Look, you'll do the other sentences on your own, then check yourself, yeah? And part B. Write the sentences in direct speech. He told her that he was a doctor. He said, I'm a doctor. Reported speech. The past simple. The direct speech. Present simple. Number 1. Let's do one more example. She said that she was studying German. Here we have past continuous. In direct speech, it will be, she said, I am studying German. Like the present continuous. Again, try to do these exercises on your own, then check yourself, and we'll move on. Now it's time to check. Part A. Write the sentences in reported speech. I love you. He told her that he loved her. I'm hungry. Just present simple to be. Anna said that she was hungry. So we change the present simple to the past simple. I'll call the doctor. Here we change will to would. He said that he would call. I've bought a new phone. Here we change the present perfect to the past perfect. Paul told us that he had bought a new phone. I live in the city center. Again, the present simple. We just use here the past simple. She said that she kind of lived in the city center. We can't do it. Can't. We change can to could. So they said that they couldn't do it. I saw a great film at the cinema. Here is the past simple. We changed it to the past perfect. Julie said that she had seen a great film. At the cinema, of course, but you see there is no space to continue. Number 7. I don't like dogs. It is just the present simple. We changed it to the past simple. Ben told her he didn't like dogs. And that's all here. Let's move on. Part B. Write the sentences in direct speech. Here we do the same thing but vice versa. He told her that he was a doctor. He said, I am a doctor. She said that she was studying German. She said, I am studying German. That's all. Tony told me that his car had broken down. Tony said, my car has broken down. Here we need the present perfect. Number 3. Paul said that he would send me an email. Paul said, I will send you an email. Something like that. I will send you an email. Number 4. Wanda and Jack said they were in a hurry. Wanda and Jack said, we are in a hurry. That's all here. We are in a hurry. He said he hadn't finished his essay yet. Yeah, remember that with this word yet, we often use the present perfect. So it will be something like that. He said, I haven't finished my essay yet. Yeah, I haven't finished my essay yet. Number 6. She told us that she wouldn't arrive on time. So she said, I won't arrive on time. And number 7. David said he had just arrived in London. Again, with just, we often use the present perfect. So we use this one. David said, I have just arrived in London. And yeah, as you see, that's all. It can be difficult if you kind of can't remember which tenses we change to which ones, but if you can memorize this rule, it will be really easy. But anyway, let's read the answer keys. I love you. He told her that he loved her. I'm hungry. Anna said that she was hungry. I'll call the doctor. He said he would call the doctor. I've bought a new phone. Paul told us that he had bought a new phone. I live in the city center. She said that she lived in the city center. We can't do it. They said that they couldn't do it. I saw a great film at the cinema. Julia said that she had seen a great film at the cinema. I don't like dogs. Ben told her he didn't like dogs. Here's that's all. He told her that he was a doctor. He said, I'm a doctor. She said that she was studying German. She said, I'm studying German. Tony told me that his car had broken down. Tony said, my car has broken down. Paul said that he would send me an email. Paul said, I'll send you an email. Number 4. Wanda and Jack said they were in a hurry. Wanda and Jack said, we are in a hurry. Number 5. He said he hadn't finished his essay yet. He said, I haven't finished my essay yet. Number 6. She told us that she wouldn't arrive on time. She said, I won't arrive on time. Number 7. David said he had just arrived in London. David said, I have just arrived in London. So that's all for these tasks. Now let's move on. Now, part C. Listen to some sentences in direct speech. Say them in reported speech. Begin, he said or she said. Like, you will hear, I'm in a hurry. She said that she was in a hurry. Or, I'll write. He said that he would write. Again, you will do the same stuff as you were doing a couple of minutes ago, but this time in the audio format. Good luck with it.
12.6 1,
I'm in a hurry.
She said that she was in a hurry.
2,
I'll write.
He said that he would write.
3,
I didn't see it.
She said that she hadn't seen it.
4,
I'm hungry.
He said that he was hungry.
5,
I'll be late.
She said that she would be late.
6,
I've finished.
He said that he had finished.
7,
I'm coming.
She said that she was coming.
8,
I'll do it again.
He said that he would do it again.
9,
I had a great time.
She said that she had had a great time.
10,
I'm tired.
He said that he was tired.
Part D. Complete the sentences with the correct form of say or tell. I have a problem, Annie said. Annie told us that she had a problem. Okay, I won't spoiler you anymore. Now try to do the others and check yourself. Number 1. I have a problem, Annie said. Number 2. Annie told us that she had a problem. Number 3. Lisa said that she was leaving her husband. Number 4. He told the teacher that he'd left his homework at home. Number 5. His teacher said that he didn't believe him. Number 6. Can you tell Mark that I can't meet him tonight? Number 7. What did you say to her? Number 8. When I was a child, my mother used to tell us not to say hello to people we didn't know. Part 4. Pronunciation double consonants. A. Look at 5 groups of words. Match each group to a vowel sound. We have the sounds a, I, o. And look, here I'd like to not to give you any comments about this task because you see there are 5 sounds and 5 group of words. Each group has only one sound. You need just to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into these squares, kind of under cat, up, fish, egg, and clock. They have different sounds. For example, gossip, offer, opposite, bottle, borrow. Which sound is it? You see, it's very obvious. Try to do it.
.7 Cat. A.
4. Happy. Married. Accident. Rabbit. Baggage.
Up. A.
2. Hurry. Rubbish. Funny. Summer. Butterfly.
Fish. I.
3. Written. Miss. Bitten. Different. Middle.
Egg. E.
5. Letter. Leggings. Message. Umbrella. Tennis.
Clock. O.
1. Gossip. Offer. Opposite. Bottle. Borrow.
Double consonants. The vowel sound before a double consonant is normally short when it is a stressed syllable. For example, gossip, hurry, written, happy, and letter. Double consonants are usually pronounced the same as single consonants. Like you see double P, just P, not like P, yeah? You don't pronounce it like gossip, harari, ritatin, and so on. Of course, it's not correct. But I think this thing is obvious and I don't need even to put some stress on it. Okay, now part C. How do you think you pronounce the words below? Check the pronunciation and meaning with the dictionary. Okay, so this textbook tells you to work with Google. Why not? Just Google how you pronounce these words, practice saying them, check their meanings, and then you will see the answers. Kettle, a kitchen appliance used for boiling water. Чайник. Nanny, a person who takes care of young children in the children's own home. Няня. Pillow, a piece of cloth filled with soft material, for example, feathers used to rest your head on in bed. Подушка. Pottery, pots, dishes, etc., made with clay that is baked in an oven. Гончарное ремесло. Supper, the last meal of the day, either a main meal or a snack before you go to bed, sometimes used as an alternative to dinner. Ужин, устаревшее. Number 5. Reading and speaking. Part A. Read the text once. Is it A. a magazine article, B. a traditional story, a sort of a story that our parents were telling us when we were kids, or C. an extract from a novel? And how do you know? Look, I think any comments here will be not necessary. Just read the text and choose the correct option. Blowing in the wind. Once upon a time, in a small town in Eastern Europe, there was a man who loved gossiping. Every day he used to sit with his friends and talk about other people. Can you believe she did that? Can you believe he said that? Did you see what she was wearing? And his friends told their wives, who told their neighbors, who told their friends. Some of the stories were true, and some were not, but they all went round the town. One day, a wise old woman in the town asked to speak to the man. When he arrived, she gave him a feather pillow. Take the pillow to the top of the hill, then cut it open and release all the feathers, she said. But why? He asked. Just do as I say, she answered, and come back tomorrow. So the man went to the top of the hill. He cut open the pillow. All the feathers flew out, and the wind carried them in all directions. The next day he went back to see the wise woman, and he told her that he had done what she wanted. Good, she replied. Now I want you to go back up the hill with the empty pillow and refill it with the feathers. But that's impossible, said the man. The feathers have blown everywhere. The answer is B, a traditional story, because it starts with once upon a time, and the characters have no names and the time and place aren't specific. And this tells us that it is a traditional story. Now part B. Read the story again. What do you think the moral is? One more question to think about. What is the moral is? What this lesson tries to teach us? Blowing in the wind. Once upon a time, in a small town in Eastern Europe, there was a man who loved gossiping. Every day he used to sit with his friends and talk about other people. Can you believe she did that? Can you believe he said that? Did you see what she was wearing? And his friends told their wives, who told their neighbors, who told their friends. Some of the stories were true, and some were not, but they all went round the town. One day, a wise old woman in the town asked to speak to the man. When he arrived, she gave him a feather pillow. Take the pillow to the top of the hill, then cut it open and release all the feathers, she said. But why? He asked. Just do as I say, she answered, and come back tomorrow. So the man went to the top of the hill. He cut open the pillow. All the feathers flew out, and the wind carried them in all directions. The next day he went back to see the wise woman, and he told her that he had done what she wanted. Good, she replied. Now I want you to go back up the hill with the empty pillow and refill it with the feathers. But that's impossible, said the man. The feathers have blown everywhere. Your gossip is like the feathers, said the wise woman. You can never take back what you have said, and you don't know how far it travels and the damage it can do. From now on, I want you to think before you speak. And he did. Look, the message or morale is that gossip can't be controlled. It can travel a long way and do a lot of damage. So think before you speak. And you can say, oh, seriously? It's so primitive. I know, but traditional stories are designed to make you think or to make you start noticing something. So it's better to learn from them rather than from negative experience that you might have. Okay, let's switch off a philosopher mode and move on. Blowing the wind. Довольно тяжело перенести, но ближайший аналог скорее это вдуновение ветра или унесенный ветром, разнесенный ветром. Что-то подобное. Однажды, эта фраза once upon a time мы используем, точнее, люди используют, когда начинают вот эти вот сказки и истории. То есть однажды в маленьком городе в Восточной Европе был, получается, мужчина, который любил сплетничать. Каждый день он у нас сидел с его друзьями и разговаривал про других людей. Ты можешь поверить, она это сделала? Ты можешь поверить, он это сказал? Ты видел или ты видела, во что она была одета? И его друзья рассказывали своим женам, которые рассказывали своим соседям, которые рассказывали своим друзьям. Некоторые из этих историй были правдивыми, а какие-то не были. Но все они, получается, расходились или циркулировали по городу. Однажды, или в один прекрасный день, мудрая пожилая женщина в городе попросила поговорить с этим мужчиной. Когда он прибыл, она дала ему подушку с перьями, или перьевую подушку. Возьми эту подушку наверх холма, затем открой ее и выпусти, то есть релиз это выпусти все перья. Она сказала. «Но зачем?» – он спросил. «Просто сделай, как я говорю», – она ответила, – «и возвращайся завтра». Итак, мужчина пошел, получается, забрался на вершину холма, он открыл подушку, все перья вылетели, и ветер унес их во все направления. На следующий день он вернулся обратно, чтобы увидеться с мудрой женщиной, и рассказал ей, что он сделал все, что она хотела. «Хорошо», — она ответила, — «теперь я хочу, чтобы ты пошел обратно на холм с пустой подушкой и refill это у нас перенаполнил. Fill, помните, наполнять, refill наполнить снова. То есть наполнил ее опять с перьями. Но это невозможно, сказал мужчина. Перья, получается, have blown everywhere. Они унесены ветром повсюду. Они уже их не вернуть. Вот и твои сплетни похожи на перья, сказала мудрая женщина. Ты никогда не можешь взять обратно, что ты сказал. Или поймать обратно эти слова, взять эти слова обратно. И ты не знаешь, как далеко они, получается, пролетят или пройдут, и какое повреждение они могут сделать, ну или какой урон они могут нанести. Отныне, то есть from now on, так эту фразу можно перевести, отныне я хочу, чтобы ты думал, прежде чем ты говоришь. И он поступил так же, ну или он это сделал, собственно говоря. Такая вот у нас история. Part C. Answer the questions with a partner. Give examples where you can. Okay, first I'm going to answer them, then you will do it. Number 1. Who do you think gossip more, men or women? Oh, it's only my opinion. I've heard a lot of girls' conversations, and in average, I think women gossip more. But at the same time, I have a friend who always gossips, so he kind of makes it harder to say my previous statement. You know, I would say men and women gossip the same, but women's gossips are just more detailed and longer. That is why it seems that women gossip more. That's my answer. Next. Do you think men and women gossip about different things? Speaking of this question, no, I don't. I think the topics are the same. But I think men like gossiping about someone's fails and unfortunes more. Like, you know, he failed that. Or do you remember that guy who started running a small company? It's bankrupt now. And something like that. Number 3, yeah? Let's move on. Do older people gossip more than younger people? Yes and no, it's hard to say. There is a common meme about, you know, old ladies gossiping about everything they heard. And I know it sounds stereotypical, but damn it, it's so true sometimes. Whenever I hear my granny speaks with her friends, 90% of information they exchange are gossips. So it's a stereotype, but it has something to do with reality. Number 4. Do you have any friends who gossip a lot? Are you careful about what you tell them? Yeah. As I mentioned it earlier, yes, I do. My best friend gossips a lot. I'm not careful about what I tell him just because I don't think that I have so many private things to say. I'm wondering whether I have any secrets at all that I don't want other people to know. Or maybe I just don't care. Number 5. Are people in your country interested in celebrity gossip? Are you? Yes, of course, internet gossipers still make a lot of money by spreading such information about celebrities. And speaking of me, I don't know. Whenever I see some gossips on my news feed, I can read them, of course. But I have never searched for them intentionally, you know? I mean, I can't remember a case when I just opened an internet site and thought, I'd like to know some gossips, let's see them. No. But if I come across it by accident, I read it. Number 6. Do you think gossip spreads more quickly than it used to be? Why? Yeah, social media platforms, gossip is a piece of information, right? Now information spreads much faster than it used to. So if gossip, is information, it follows the pattern. But I think people used to be much more talkative, and anyway, interesting gossip could spread as quickly as it does now. And number 7, have you ever posted gossip on social media? What was it? No, I haven't. And I'm glad that I have never done something of this sort. Because for me, when you talk with someone privately, it's one thing. But if you share such information with public, that's really disrespectful. Okay, it was my opinion. Now it's your turn to speak. Try to say as much as you can. Keep your monologues long. Good luck with it. And now it's time to look at your homework tasks. Теперь начинаем разбор второй части 12 юнита 12b Think before you speak. То есть подумай, прежде чем говорить. И цитата. Gossip is what no one claims to like, but everyone enjoys. То есть слухи или распространение слухи, сплетни — это то, что никто никогда не скажет, что это им нравится, но почему-то каждый этим наслаждается. То есть это как-то вот грубый перевод этой цитаты. Что ж, идем дальше. Тут у нас с вами грамматика reported speech. То бишь у нас есть прямая речь, а есть косвенная. То есть когда мы передаем слова кого-то. Так, соотнесите прямую речь и косвенную речь. То есть I work hard. Я работаю усердно. Эмма сказала, что she worked hard. У нас present simple в past simple ставится. I worked hard. У нас past simple теперь ставится в past perfect. Emma said that she had worked hard. Вот этот вариант A. I'm working hard. Present continuous. Несложно догадаться в past continuous, то бишь в D. Вот она. I'm working hard. Emma said that she was working hard. I can work hard. Can у нас переводится в could. Emma said that she could work hard. Это у нас B. И I'll work hard. Will у нас переводится в would. У нас получается, где тут would у нас. Emma said that she would work hard. C. Вот такие вот ответы. Это очень прикольное упражнение, с чего начать, чтобы просто вспомнить, как работает в целом косвенная речь в английском. Так, дальше. Заполните у нас косвенную речь. И здесь нам нужно это самим сделать. I want to leave my husband. Jane said that she wanted to leave her husband. У нас present в past ставится. I don't like my wife's parents. Peter told me that he, получается, didn't like his wife's parents. Тоже это в настоящем, а мы передаем в прошлом. Так, I'm getting divorced. Katie told me that she, получается, was getting divorced. Получается, present continuous. Так, divorced. Present continuous мы ставим в past continuous. Ну все. Told me that she was getting divorced.